Welcome, Divine Soul. This is Maiden Mother Crone Tarot, where we hold sacred space for divine divergence. My name is Kayla, and I'm so glad you're here. The topic of today's tarot reading is Time Isn't Running Out. Divine timing support for ADHD souls. Because we all know what it's like to have that time blindness or hyper focus. Today we are going to channel the Maiden, Mother, and Crone spiritual archetypal energies to give us guidance on this topic. First, we're just going to pull an animal oracle card here. That's one. Oh, that's beautiful. A dove spirit. Be peace. Fox spirit on the bottom of the deck with think on your feet. I'm going to try to do this a little differently than I normally do my readings. We're going to try to pull everything all at once and then read. Maiden, what advice do you have for my collective on Time Isn't Running Out? What support, what divine support can you give for timing for ADHD souls? Divine timing. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Hierophant. Maiden, what advice for Time Isn't Running Out? Divine timing support for ADHD souls. Maiden, please, what divine guidance do you have? Travel. Okay. All right, this deck I'm going to shuffle off camera because the artwork on the back is not YouTube approved. This is for the Mother archetype. Mother, what advice, what divine guidance do you have for the topic of Time Isn't Running Out? Divine timing support for ADHD souls. Okay, a lot just try to jump out. Oh, wow. Okay. Two of Wands on the bottom of the deck. All right, Mother, what advice, please? What advice, please, on the topic of Time Isn't Running Out? Divine timing support for my ADHD souls. B. Oh, there's a bare bottom there. Just realized that. Sorry, guys. There's also this massive glare right here. I'm trying to figure out. It might be the best I can do right now. See how things go. Interesting that all of this purple is coming through. That's what I chose to ground the deck with. Amethyst. Okay, and now we are going to ask the Crone. Oh, sorry guys. Goodness. What is going on in this reading? Woo! Alright. Crone, what advice do you have, please, for my collective on the topic of time isn't running out? Divine support for timing for my ADHD souls. What advice do you have, please, Crone? We have the Knight of Wands at the bottom of the deck. I love how gentle this knight looks. And what oracle card, please, Crone, on the topic of time isn't running out? Divine timing. Support for ADHD souls. Honoring your energy. Ooh, beautiful. First card we got was the Dove Spirit. Be Peace, 21. The Maiden archetype gave us the Two of Swords. The Wheel of Fortune. The High Priestess. And the Hierophant was at the bottom of the deck. Her card says travel. Let every aspect of this trip unfold in harmony. May divine order arrange and handle every detail. I'll be guided easily and follow the leads as they are shown. Okay. So this trip that you're taking, this trip to walk in divine timing. The Mother gave us the Three of Pentacles, Seven of Cups, Judgment, we have the Two of Swords again. I find it interesting that this one's at nighttime. And we have the High Priestess here, all about intuition. The Four of Pentacles. B, community, cooperation, sweetness. Okay. And then the Crone came through with Temperance. It's a really beautiful Temperance card. The Page of Wands. The Ten of Wands. The Three of Cups. This almost feels like all the archetypes here. The Mother and the Crone and the Maiden maybe over here. Or maybe this is the Maiden and the Mother's holding the cup. Page of Swords. and honoring your energy. Well, right off the bat, honoring your energy is reminding me of the reading we did on You're Not Lazy, channeling the mother. So if you want to check that out, I'll link it up here. First things first, Spirit is coming through saying, be at peace or be peace. So be peace in the situation when it comes to divine timing, when it comes to feeling like you're running out of time. This dove looks like it's landing here. You're landing into divine time right now. You're not running out of time. You're exactly where you need to be. Two of Swords, it's all about you're at a crossroads. You have to make a decision. And it can also be like blocked off, right? You have your swords crossed here. So what part of you is unwilling to accept any alternative in this divine timing? If you're anything like me, you feel like you should have been there 3 weeks ago, right? But no, Spirit's saying you're right where you need to be. Everything with the Wheel of Fortune is moving as it's supposed to move. It's always moving. Things are always moving in your favor. And let every aspect of this trip unfold in harmony. Be peace. Don't be in a rush. Don't be in a hurry. Don't block yourself from achieving things faster or slower just because of the way you think it needs to happen. Trust that everything is unfolding as it's meant to unfold. Use your intuition to know when you need to act, when you need to rest, with this honoring your energy here. I love to watch White Feather Tarot. Reem does a fantastic job. And one of the readings she did that I chose recently, her advice was fast is slow and slow is fast. A lot of times when we try to do something quickly, we make a lot of mistakes and then it ends up taking a lot longer because you have to go back and fix everything that you did. Whereas if you had spent the time up front to do it properly, to do your research, to look into what could go wrong and plan for those things, then it would have just went smoothly. So be peace. Use your intuition. Honor this. Honor this travel through this time period. The destination shouldn't be the goal, right? It should be this experience that you're living right here in the now. And that's so hard, especially if you are someone with ADHD in your most recent hyperfixation, hyperfocus. You kind of throw reason out the window, right? You have to finish this. You have to do it. You have to slow down, take a break, back up for a minute. You don't have to do anything. You get to be present in the now. That's a privilege, to be in the now. But the Three of Pentacles here, it's all about working together, building something with focus, with unity, this peace here. Maybe you need to surrender in some way and be led. It says, I'll be guided easily and follow the leads as they are shown. Is there a group of people that can offer you insights to help you make it through this time? To help you evaluate if you are where you need to be? I know ADHD also comes with time blindness. We don't understand how long topics should even take half the time. That's why timing and activity is so beneficial for us. You'd be surprised at what you can get done in 15 minutes. But because you don't know how long it takes, you think it's impossible and it can't be done. So that's one piece of advice for you here. Figure out how long it's going to take. That way you're not making up this imaginary number. You're not afraid of this looming, it's going to take forever, right? With the Seven of Cups here, this is also, could be illusions. So like you could be thinking that you could get this done quicker than it's even possible. I am guilty of that all the time. My husband will tell you, no, Kayla, it does not take 2 hours to build what you want to build in the backyard. And I'll be like, yeah, sure, we could do it. And then half the day goes by and we're still working on it. He got an honorable mention in my book for that. Love him and his dedication to my projects. But with Judgment here, you're being given the opportunity to rise above all these challenges, to be reborn in your understanding of timing, in your understanding of where you're meant to be, what you're meant to be doing, to trust your energy, honor your energy, right? You should not be comparing your story with others. You're completely different. Yes, we can take advice and we can take nuggets and we can learn lessons from others. But we're not others, we are ourselves. So we have to step into our own power, into our own becoming. We have to make this decision here. Who are we going to be? Are we going to be the ADHD woman who is always running out of time because she doesn't know how long things take? Who is always stressed out because she thinks she's behind? Or are we going to be the ADHD woman who honors herself and says, right now, I need to rest. And that means that my brain will be ready to work faster whenever I do work on this project. With the Four of Pentacles here, you really have to have a strong foundation. There's so much abundance here. Look at these crystals, these gems. And again, with this night sky, I definitely feel like your intuition, your inner knowing, this energy that you have, you know that you're on track. You know that you're on time. Don't listen to all these voices that are saying you should be that or you should be done by now. Trust your inner voice. Find the stability there, right? Surrender to your energy so you can have the stability that you need. Be peace. Every time I see this card, I see so much peace. Like she's open. The way she's holding things, like she's not closed off. She's open. Be open to receive the information. Right here, I'll be easily guided and follow the leads. Community, cooperation, sweetness. It's a lot easier to be sweet when you're fully rested. And that means not staying up all night to do something. Honoring your energy. You are exactly where you need to be. Be. Temperance here. We have to balance, okay? How gorgeous this card is. I said that earlier, but it's just so pretty. When you're resting, you're digging your roots down deeper. So that when you wake up, you're ready to go with focus, with clarity, not distracted by all this stuff. With the Page of Wands, this is all about imagination, discovery. We have the Page of Wands to the Ten of Wands. You started out excited about this, and now you're so overwhelmed. This duty, this burden is so heavy. You feel like it's never going to end. With the Three of Cups, really delve into your community. Ask for help. Reach out to your friends and your family. I mentioned this in my book. You can ask them to tell you how long a task should take if you don't know, right? Ask them to help you plan out. You're exactly where you need to be now, but ask them to help you create a roadmap. Set a schedule. Not so that you can be like everyone else, but so that you can honor your own flow. Work in batches. And the Page of Swords here, that's just so much reflection and study. Look, we have the book open here. We have the light coming down. We have the Sword of Truth. Cut all the lies. Cut all the illusions here. You're where you need to be. Time is not running out. Surrender to the sweetness of life. Honor your energy. Release these burdens, okay? The mental burden of thinking, oh, I'm not there. Oh, I'm not there. There's a lot of sword energy here. I mean, we have everything. Not as much water energy as I would like, but with the High Priestess here, that intuition is still there. And there's so much water in these cards, even if they're not cup cards. This is, but be peace. The Knight of Wands is all about passion, right? Adventure. How can you turn this experience, whatever this is, into an adventure? Right here, sweetness. In what ways can you cleanse yourself of the expectations of others, of expectations of society. How can you have a fresh approach here? Unfold in harmony. May divine order arrange and handle every detail. Divine order. Divine order. Take some deep breaths. Surrender your thoughts to the divine. And when they come up, make a choice here to not allow them to stay anymore. This is who you need to be. Free. Free of these mental constraints. At peace. Be peace. Honoring your energy. Loving yourself. Two of Wands is all about expansion. It's about seeing ahead, being centered in your power, looking to where you want to go. That's an interesting card with these Two of Swords, right? To be blinded, to be unable to see. The High Priestess is all about this unseen intuition with the moon here. We have the moon, 1, 2, 3, 4 times, 5 times. Some things just aren't obvious. And that's okay. Once you begin to honor your energy, it will be illuminated. I don't want to say it'll be easy, but you'll be guided easily, and all the leads will be shown to you clearly. Be peace. Be peace, my friends. Sending love and light to anyone that is open to receive. When you feel rushed, go outside and ground. Do some deep breathing exercises. Do box breathing. Be peace. Be peace. That's all I hear now is just be peace. Let it unfold in harmony. Wow, that's really pretty. Spirit's waiting to just hand it to you, okay? Be peace. That's all I got today, ladies. Thank you again for sitting at my table with me. Always remember, come as you are and stay as you become. Bye, ladies.